Hey guys, it's Kristen and you're watching our Pagan Opinions. It's Sunday, I'm your Sunday host. We're talking about our top 3 magical items, like essential must-haves for beginners to get. So, numero uno is kind of a no-brainer. It's something that everybody that comes to paganism has, in my opinion, and it is an open mind. You totally have to have an open mind in order to be in the pagan world and in the pagan community. Ouch, fuck, that hurt. God, I just stabbed myself in my gross, peely, pained hands. They're not peeling, they're just hurting. You have to have an open mind. That's what I was talking about. You have to be able to not freak over the unexpected things that are going to happen. You know, you may attract some random energy, some random whatever, just by delving into the world of the occult. I actually like the word occult. I don't know why I did this. Delving into the world of the occult, and it's kind of interesting. Well, I don't know. Occult is kind of a bad connotation. Maybe I won't use it. Delving into the world of paganism, for lack of a better term for right now. And you just have to have it. You have to have it in order to just not, feel overly hurt by people's judgments of you and of your practice. You have to have an open mind about other people's opinions, to be respectful and things of that nature, and to just kind of work your way towards a spiritual path that you personally find fulfilling. You have to have an open mind because you never actually know what you're going to like and what's going to call to you. So an open mind. Number 2, while you're on that path, pen and paper. I don't know if you can even see my pen. Pen and paper, for sure. Why? Other than to write down your personal thoughts, if that be your choice. You can also sketch. That works if you're a sketcher and you don't really like to write. To do that, to write down some of the information you find interesting, to write down websites that you like and books that you like and authors that you find personally ring true to you, paths that you'd like to eventually cross, things like that. Wow! I don't know if you can hear that. That's my family deciding to vacuum when I told them I was videoing. They're just not happy today. Not happy with it. Anyways, pen and paper. And then when you go back a couple of years, and find these random pen and papers, if you're anything like me, find these random notebooks and binders and things full of random shit, you're like, wow, my opinion has changed. My entire being has changed. My entire path has changed. And it's kind of interesting to see where you started and where you ended up. So, pen and paper. Number 2. Number 3, access to a wealth of information. There are so many people in this world, and there are so many opinions in this world, and I personally think that that's awesome. But at the same time, you kind of have to weed out the crazies. But you have to be able to have information and have access to information in order to actually begin on your path. That's my vote. That's how I first got started, was books. Books that I found totally called to me, words that I found called to me, from things like the House of Night series, or Still Arts, the Blues for Nightmare series, things like that. The words and the spells and those, they called to me, everything. It just rang true. And they're not actually, one is a vampire book and the other is about a witch, but still. The point is that having access to a wealth of information is going to be able to enrich your mind, not only, which is important because nowadays we sit in front of computers and we text and we watch TV. I don't watch TV. I don't do that shit. No. But we don't think about the people who've come before us, who have lived, and that's what books are for. And they enrich us, they enrich our lives, our souls, our minds, and honestly, they enrich our practice. And, the internet, you have to weed out the crazies, but YouTube and Google, God, Google's amazing. Those things are awesome when you're first starting because you can find out new things. And yeah, you have to weed out the unicorn, rainbow, pretty puppy dog eye people, and like the crazy satanic, like, oh my god, I want this people. But when you find the middle ground, it's pretty awesome. And then you can write it down in your notebook. See how this is going? So, open mind. This is a recap. Open mind. Something to write with. Computer, sketchbook if you like to draw. phone camera thing if you like to like talk, like obviously we do. A book. Things to write down, to keep note of for a later date, if you will, and access to the wealth of information out there. A library card, internet access, YouTube access, people around you, things like that. It's all good. So those are my top 3 essential magical must-haves for newbies. People just starting on their practice. I hate the term newbies. I use it at work, but I hate the term newbies. Especially in like a spiritual practice. That's just stupid. So, yeah. That's it. Go enjoy your week. It's the last week of September. Oh, I forgot. Happy what is the actual term of it? Autumnal equinox? Happy autumn equinox? Mabon, if that is what you call it. I don't call it that. I call it the equinox. Happy equinox. I'm a day late, but that's okay. It's not my fault. This is kind of the day I got assigned. Yay. What did I do yesterday, if you're asking? I cleaned. That's what I did for my equinox. I cleaned. I'm gonna go eat my lunch now. Bye, guys. Have a great week.